Okay, it is once again time for another seasonal event. Today, Heavensturn. So let's go and get started. Be a mascot. Well met, friend, and welcome to our festivities. I am known in my homeland of Hingashi as Yuro Mitsuke, and it is my delegation's solemn charge to share our Heavensturn custom with the peoples of Eorzea, that we might join hands in revelry. Although Heavensturn is observed in both our lands to mark the coming of a new year, there is a difference between our traditions. Here in Eorzea, a deity is chosen from among the 12 to preside over the heavens, while in the Far East we honor one of the 12 noble beasts. And this year, that beast is the mighty Ryu, a creature you Eorzeans might liken to a dragon. Now, in order to liven up the festivities, we decided to have a pair of horsebird hatchlings, or should I say chocobo chicks, serve as mascots. Winsomely dressed in draconic attire, we were certain that they would delight all who laid eyes upon them. However, when the Ryo Bugyo, the leader of our delegation, presented one of the chicks to a crowd, the reception was disappointingly muted. We know not where we erred. I say, you are an adventurer, are you not? In the course of dispensing aid, you must have acquired some insight into people's interests. Loath though I am to impose, will you not help us identify our plan's failings? In so doing, we may yet find a way to win over the locals with our mascots. You have my thanks. To begin, I ask that you seek out the Yuro Bugyo. For one of passers-by, she decided to wander around this plaza with her hatchling. When you find her, pray ask for her account of our dilemma, and thence help us find a solution. Okay, let's get started. Let's see. Okay, she's pretty easy to find. Let's see what's going on here. Why is this chocobo chick wearing that costume? Oh, curious about our delegation too, are you? That is well, for I was just about to introduce our mascot, Ryunosuke, to this young lady. Feast your eyes on a horsebird among horsebirds, the pinnacle of plumage. I dare say Heavensturn has never hatched a mascot as utterly charming as our Rigo Ryu. Well, he's certainly adorable, but what's a Ryu? And why do you have him dressed up in that costume? An excellent question. You see, we wish to present the charms of the chocobo and the Ryu in a lovable package. Just look at him waggle his scaly little tail. It's an exquisite combination, you must agree. And it would be remiss of me not to mention the craftsmanship that went into the outfit. Our weaver spared no effort to evoke the might and majesty of the Ryu in the diminutive form before you. The finished product is simply divine, is it not? I suppose. I still don't know what a Ryu is, but never mind. Thank you for letting me play with him. Yet again, I fail to convey the virtues of our mascot. You come at the Ryo Mitsuki's behest? I should be most grateful for your aid, adventurer. I seek only to share our mascot's charms with the people of Eorzea, but my every attempt has ended in failure, as you've just witnessed. Try as I might, I cannot see what I am doing wrong. If you have any advice, anything at all, I would be most eager to hear it. Well, adorable is well and good, but you can't forget the other things. Other things? It was my intent to have our mascots be the highlight of Heavensturn. You believe this is not enough? It might avail me to speak with that young girl as well. Let her gaze upon Ryunosuke once more and... Uh-oh. Oh, wherever did our little mascot go? Followed after the girl, you say? We must find him, and quickly. Please, adventurer, will you not help with the search? Sure thing, boss. Thank you. Now then, I believe the girl set off in the direction of the tavern. The Drowning Witch, was it? If we find her, I dare say we will find Ryunosuke. I'm never going to get that right. Off to the Drowning Winch. There we are. Ah, thank goodness you're here. I've been asking this guardswoman about the girl, but I am struggling to make myself understood. Perhaps you can help clear things up. The lady says she's looking for a girl with a Ryu, but I haven't the faintest what that is. To rephrase, it's a chocobo chick wearing a costume. Ah, there, you must be speaking of the odd little critter I spotted a few moments ago. It was wearing what looked like a dragon costume and was waddling after a young girl. I'm afraid I didn't observe where they went, though. Sorry I couldn't be of help. Many thanks for your assistance. In my haste, I had neglected to explain the meaning of the word Ryu. As Ryu Mitsuki told me, the creature doesn't exist in Eorzea. If I had begun by clarifying that it is similar to a dragon, I could have avoided the Oh, I dare say I know now why our mascot has so struggled to win over the masses. I shall speak with this guardswoman a little more, in case she has aught else of note to share. Once I'm finished, I plan to scour the upper decks. In the meantime, might I trouble you to search the lower decks? Once we have finished, let us reconvene at Bulwark Hall. Okay, let's go to the lower decks. A young lass and a chocobo chick? I spied them walking past the Aetherite, though I couldn't say where they went from there. It appears the girl and the chocobo passed through the Aetherite Plaza. Hmm, I know the lass you're after. Sibley's her name, and she's the daughter of a fellow merchant. A good friend of mine, in fact. You'd be hard-pressed to find a happier father and daughter. They go fishing at the river together all the time, they do. But he'll soon set sail for faraway lands, I'm told. Sibley's worried sick, and for good reason. The ocean's a fickle mistress, and even a simple voyage could cost a man his life. Any road, she came through here earlier, but I'm afraid I couldn't say where she is now. Perhaps someone else can help you there. You've learned something of note. Continue scouring the lower decks for more information. A girl with an oddly dressed chocobo chick? She passed by here just earlier. She looked a little lost, so I asked her if she needed help. But she told me she was fine, and she was heading to the Ageless River. Though I left it at that, I couldn't help but worry for her, out here on her own. I hope you find her soon. You believe you have enough information on Sibley's whereabouts? Make your way to Bulwark Hall and report your findings to Ryo Bugyo. All right, let's go. Okay, there she is. Okay. There you are. By your triumphant expression, dare I hope you've learned something of the little girl and her mascot? So the girl, Sibley, was headed for the Ageless River. That you should find just the information we need is auspicious indeed. For my part, in the course of speaking with the locals, I was able to learn more about dragons. That is, while they have many similarities with the Ryu of the Far East, they are in fact different creatures. I had been under the impression that they were one and the same, but be it their folklore or their status in mortal society, they are quite distinct. I had assumed that the people of Eorzea were like me, that they thought the Ryu was simply a dragon by another name. I suppose it's little wonder that Sibley looked so puzzled during our first encounter. When next we find her, I shall do my utmost to explain the true meaning of our mascot. Now off to the Ageless River with us. Okay, Ageless River. Ah, that's kind of a long walk. So where the heck is it? Okay, that's fine then. Oh, of course. Just look for the crowd. For the crowd. Hey, little dragon. Where? I guess you didn't have to go, Papa. Huh? You're the adventurer from before. What are you doing here? Oh, thank the kami we found you, Sibley. And the lady in the fancy helmet, too. How did you know my name? I see. I'm sorry to cause you both trouble. I just wanted to visit my papa's favorite fishing spot. But your chocobo chick ended up following me all the way. Well, he's safe with you now. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. Pray, wait a moment. In the course of searching for Ryunosuke, we couldn't help but learn that your father will soon embark upon a voyage, and it has left you feeling troubled. I realize we are but strangers, but if you are not averse, will you not talk to us about it? It's all right. My papa, he's heading to Hingashi for trade. I heard that it's a long and dangerous journey, and it made me worry. I wanted to pray to the navigator to keep him safe at sea. But then I found out that Lemelian wasn't chosen this Heavensturn, and it made me worry even more. I see. As you say, it isn't the navigator, but the keeper who presides over the heavens this year. But if not the navigator, I thought I could at least pray to a god from the Far East. That's why I went to talk to you. So, that is the way of it. You came to me hoping to beseech our divinities to protect your father. But in my fervor to showcase our mascot, I failed to lend an ear to your earnest desire. Well, I hear you now, young one, and I shall tell you a tale about the Ryu that will grant you comfort. I just need to recall a suitable one. Something that ideally features the ocean. Quack, quack, quack! Oh, what's gotten into you, little one? Curious what lies that way, are you? It's a place called Woe Whisper Canyon. Papa told me that waterfalls appeared there after the calamity, and they changed the flow of the Nim River. Waterfalls changing the course of a river? I believe I have the perfect tale for you, Sibley. One that will bolster your spirits as your father departs on his journey. Let us head to these waterfalls, that we might avail ourselves of their ambience. Even Ryunosuke is keen, and we wouldn't want to ignore such a fortuitous omen. Okay, to continue. Quack, quack! A story that will give me comfort? I wonder what it's about. Haha, unlike a dragon. Okay, let's see. Come, let us head to these waterfalls. They would provide the perfect setting for my tale. They're big waterfalls, aren't they? Let us begin. The Ryu is a creature that shares many similarities with the dragons of Eorzea, but as I myself recently discovered, it is in fact a distinct being. Nor is it there just the one Ryu, nay, there exist myriad individuals, all of whom have their own tales. And the creature I will speak about is the mighty Seiryu, one of the four lords, who legend holds birthed a great waterfall in the far east. Quack! Hehe, that does sound exciting, doesn't it? In the region of Yangtze flows the one river, and its plentiful waters nourish nearby lands. In ages past it is said Seiryu drank so deeply of the river that he altered its very course, and in so doing gave rise to a waterfall, the Dragon's Struggle. While it is not widely known, Seiryu was also regarded as a guardian deity who protected people from disasters of water. Disasters like storms and floods. Indeed, long ago it was believed that calamities could be quelled by sacrificing a young maiden to the divine beasts, such as Seiryu. And while no written records exist, there is a tale of a seaside village that fell in the path of a raging storm. Desperate to calm the heavens, the villagers offered unto Seiryu one of their daughters. However, Seiryu showed no interest whatsoever in the young girl. To merely know the villagers' plight was enough for him, it seemed, and he turned the course of the storm and spared them untold devastation. A benevolent being is Seiryu, who wields his power over water for good. Even now he hears our prayers and protects us and our loved ones from harm. That, my dear, is just one example of the noble beast we celebrate this Heavensturn. Together, let us offer a prayer to Seiryu and wish your father safe travels and calm waters. That sounds perfect, miss. Thank you so much. We must thank Ryosuke as well. Were it not for him, I might not have recalled the tale of Seiryu. Now you can pray to Seiryu for safe travels too, adventurer. Oh, but perhaps you already heard this story. Well, straight from the serpent's mouth, in fact, quite recently. You mean to say you've met the great Seiryu himself? To think that he was more serpentine in nature. If this is true, we would be able to celebrate him in the year of the snake as well. Now that I think of it, miss, you said that no written records exist of that tale. How did you come to know it? An astute observation, Sibley. You see, my family is said to be descendant from the maiden who was offered to Seiryu. As long ago as the event took place, there is no way to confirm the tale's veracity. But if true, then it is by the grace of Seiryu that I am here alive. Thus have I made it my mission to spread the word of his noble kind. Looking back, from the time you followed after Sibley, it is as if you have been guiding me, little one. I may be your caretaker, but it was you who was watching over me. Just like an honest to God's for you. With this, I now know what I must do to initiate people into our traditions, and I shall continue doing so for as long as the Ryu reigns in the heavens. Come, let's head back to the city together. We wouldn't want to make your father worry, now would we, Sibley? Okay, back to Limsa. Let's go. Is that so? Glad am I to hear that our adventurer friend was of assistance. There you are, adventurer. Lest you wonder, young Sibley is now safely home, and I have just apprised the Ryu Mitsuke of our fruitful outing. Now that I have discovered a more suitable approach to my draconic dilemma, I wish to wander the city again for onlookers. Though I regret to impose upon you once more, your support with Sibley was most helpful. Might you accompany me while I make my rounds about the area? With your discerning eyes, I am certain that we could readily identify those who might be receptive to our message. What say you? Sure thing, boss. I'm truly grateful. Come, let us set forth at once. Ryobugyu and Runosuke are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Okay. Got it. Okay, let's go. Hmm? What the hell is that chocobo chick supposed to be dressed up as? Ryunosuke here is wearing a costume that mimics the Ryu, dragons of the Far East. It is held that these creatures have mastery over water, and a sailor such as your good self may benefit from knowing about them. Huh. If you ask me, it looks more like a sea serpent, won't it? It wouldn't have anything to do with that thrice damned primal Leviathan, would it? I assure you there's no connection whatsoever. Far from causing disasters of water, the Ryu is a benevolent beast that protects us from them. If you are interested in knowing more, I invite you to seek us out at the Aft Castle. Is that right? Still, here in Limsa, we've got the Navigator. That's all the protection we need on the high seas. Ah yes, I understand the people of your nation look to Lemalian to favor them with safe voyages. Be that as it may, disasters of water can strike beyond the bounds of the sea, in which case placing your faith in the Ryu could provide you with added assurance. Ha! I suppose it don't hurt to have more friends in high places, as it were. Fine, fine. I'll go and see what this is all about. Okay, let's go talk to some more people. Oh, before we do that. Ryu and Dragon, East and West. While the differences between our cultures are numerous indeed, we have much and more to learn from one another. Together with Ryunosuke, I hope to leave a favorable impression. Quack quack! Okay, onward. Let's get this one first. Yes? How can I assist you in your curiously dressed chocobo chick? If I may shed some light on the mystery of our mascot, little Ryunosuke here is named for the Ryu, dragons of the Far East. Oh, I thought dragons are supposed to be fearsome. This fellow looks anything but. Our costume companion notwithstanding, the Ryu is in fact a powerful and fearsome beast. Yet by the same token, they are fondly regarded as symbols of good fortune. Should you be curious about them, we would be glad to tell you more at the Aft Castle. A being that's regarded with both fear and fondness? Intriguing. Perhaps I'll pay a quick visit to the Aft Castle before returning to work. All right. Okay, she said that before. All right, let's go. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's a little awkward. By the gods, I had just resolved to salve my soul with the sight of adorable creatures this year, and what should appear but the most charming of chocobo chicks. What's your name, little one? And what is that winsome outfit you're wearing? You have a keen eye, sir. This little fellow is Ryunosuke, and he is dressed as a Ryu, a dragon of the Far East. By thus attiring Eorzea's favorite beast of burden, we hope to create a symbol of friendship between our lands. Well now, that is adorable form should harbor such splendid symbolism. I'd never heard of this Ryo before, but now I'm keen to know more. In that case, sir, I invite you to seek us out at the Aft Castle anon. There we will be glad to answer all of your questions. Excellent. We shall head there at once. Oh, what a relief to see the locals take an interest in the Ryu. I dare say we have gathered enough people, so let's head back to the Aft Castle. Okay, back to the Aft Castle. So, our Bugyo makes a triumphant return. You have done a tremendous job to pique the interest of so many. You are too kind, Mitsuki. None of us would have been possible without the adventurer and Ryunosuke's help. There you are, miss. My papa wanted to meet you, so I brought him. So, you're the kindly folks who helped my sibling. I haven't the words to properly thank you, but I am truly grateful for what you've done. I'm glad to see my girl smiling again. Pray do not mention it, sir. We too owe Sibley much and more. How fares the preparation for your journey, if I may ask? Very well, thank you. And with Sibley praying to the legendary Seiryu for my safety, no matter how far I venture from home, I have no doubt that all will be well. I shall pray for your safety as well. What little we might do to help you on your way, we gladly do it. Indeed, while sharing the blessing of the divine beast is a fine thing, naught is more rewarding to our delegation than I got my voices messed up. Than fostering the friendship between our lands. For all the help you've afforded us, I wish to give you a proper reward, yet I do not know what might be suitable. Quack, 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 quack. Ryunosuke? Are you saying you wish to accompany our adventurer friends? I believe the little one wishes to be your charm against tumultuous waters, and he would be hard-pressed to choose a better companion. We still have Ryuji to aid us in our work, so if you so wish it, Rinosuke is yours. Rinosuke, my little guardian, thank you for everything. May your divine aura keep our friends safe. And may you and yours enjoy the rest of Heavensturn season, my friend. Know that whatever the real roars, good fortune shall be upon you. Unlike a dragon. Alright, I think that's it. Should you wish to draw Omikuji, the Omikuji, she has returned to offer his services for the remainder of the celebration. Seek him out for Heavensturn fortune. Of course, that's the real reason I came. Furthermore, 12 extra fortunes have been divined this year. Keep a watchful eye on the adventure section of your Omikuji and discover what new journeys might lie in wait for you. Nice. Okay, so let's get some final words from these characters. Though we leave Rinosuke in your care, his younger brother Ryuji appears content to remain here and celebrate. 'Tis a joy to see him so fervently flapping about in his draconic attire. May Rinosuke serve you well, my friend, and may the blessings of the Yuro be upon you always. Okay, let's get him. Aw, he thinks he's a dragon. Okay. Alright, let's get him out here. There we go. All right. Okay, let's go get our reading. Greetings, my friend. I deal in omikuji, traditional Far Eastern fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Of course, that's what I came for. You may draw as many as you like, but know that you must pay a fee of 100 gil per draw. Very good. I shall be happy to oblige. Oh no! Grave misfortune. Thou shalt experience considerable misfortune. Heed these words of guidance, and thy luck may change. Adventure. Thou shalt be made to wait to sally forth with apologies. Pray abide in patience. Relationships. The flower is beyond thy reach. Seek it to thy sorrow. Prosperity. The mightier the materia, the greater the risk. Purify thyself. Conflict. Shouldst thou struggle to advance, look to a different path. Favor. Shouldst thou cling to thine audacity like unto the warden, thou shalt scorch those around thee. Oh boy. I will need to study on this. I got a screenshot. How did you fare? Whether it was the desired result or otherwise, I pray the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. Well, crap. Crappy misfortune. Well, live and learn, live and learn. Well, with that, I think I will draw this stream to an end. Happy New Year to everyone watching. And may we all have good fortune in the coming year, despite what that fortune said. Thank you so much for watching along with me. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, proper. There we go.